Ready. Thank you. I'd love to know who remembers their childhood nickname. Mum used to call me Ugly Duckling and Dad Cockroach. If that wasn't bad enough, I started high school with a haircut that needed a warning label. Understandably, I was due for somebody to tell me I was pretty. To top that off, my bestie Jan was cute, blonde, and got compliments wherever she went. While I was told, "Oh, you have such a lovely energy," which for a teen translates to great personality or invisible. My compliment wasn't coming. The universe had other plans. But fast forward, and here I am working with that energy every day. See, in hindsight, it makes sense. So I believe the things that set us apart often become our superpower. What's the plot twist? I'm a medium. This ability is less about ghosts and crystal balls and more about the incredible connection between two worlds. Clearly, the signs came for me early, but my road to following them was not so easy. As my 40th approached, I'd been training as a medium for a decade, but I was always made to feel, well, you can't go professional. You can't. You're not good enough. And my teacher was tough. She expected a high standard. I mean, surely in any field, a decade of intense training made you exceptional at your craft. But fear had me struck. I was fearful of judgment by my teacher, by my peers, and worried others would think I was too woo-woo. At home, I was highly stressed, juggling kids and a business which started with heart and was ending with hate pages and cyber police. And in a broken marriage where I couldn't be me. I was so broken, I'd lost my spark and I wasn't sure I'd ever get it back. There was a long list of health concerns. I started sounding like a hypochondriac even to my own ears. Doctors wanted to operate, but the last straw, my hair started to fall out. All I kept thinking is, I'm too young to be like this forever. In Nurse Bronnie Ware's book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, the first was, I wish I had the courage to live life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. It's reported up to 50% of people have significant feelings of regret at the end of their days. Now, I was comfortable with end-of-life conversations, but those stats hit hard. A decade into mediumship, and I was still hiding that most authentic piece of me. The thought of regret became unbearable. I couldn't stop wondering how my boys would look back on my life, my legacy. And I decided I must. I had to put myself out there. I wanted to be part of the other 50% that live without regret. Now, I know what you're all thinking. She barely looks a day over 25. But in my almost 50 years, I've learned that life works for you when you return to your authentic self. That our time here is way too short not to push ourselves to be brave. And we deserve a life we can look back on with pure contentment. And so I did. And the day I finally posted on social media, whoa! I felt the weight of the world off my shoulders. I could finally be authentically me. No masks and no apologies. And from then, everything shifted. I was in my life flow. Friends are excited to have readings with me. I had my own private clients, and I was invited to work at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. I was finally professional. I couldn't believe I'd waited so long missing out on all these wonderful feelings, amazing opportunities, and above all, my heart's desire to help others. Turns out, my teacher didn't exactly say I can't, and people weren't judging me. The universe was just waiting for me to be brave. And I'm happy to report I finally got my big girl pants on. And every brave step since just gets a little easier. So now it's your turn. I want you to imagine someone is writing your life book. What stories would you like to see in there that would make you proud? It would have all the amazing things that you tried. Listening to your heart now. What is still calling you? What piece of you and your dreams are still waiting to be seen? Who do you need to give yourself permission to be? Think about getting to the end of your life and regret and fears are still holding you back. That authentic piece of you never came out to play. You're still wearing that mask, still never tried that thing that lights you up. Would there be a sense of loss and regret? But now imagine if you succeed. Imagine if you grew and shone in ways you never imagined. Imagine if just trying opened the doors to your dreams. The doors to your bravery and breakthroughs. The fun, fulfilling life you always dreamed of. So let me leave you with this. The life you came here to live begins the moment you decide to live brave, be unapologetically you, and leave no stone unturned. Thank you.
Terrific, Leanne. Thank you so much. Fantastic.
Thank you, everyone.